Okay, so my name is Molly McGinn, and I'm gonna be peer reviewing Macy Miller's street photography, the first one. And I think she understood the requirements of this project pretty good, actually really good. She captured all of her images in black and white, and most of them, if not almost all of them, had people in them. And those were like the main requirements of the project. So she definitely understood that. And I think she used the elements and principles of design really well too. A lot of them show a lot of like different lighting, even though it's in black and white. Like in this one over here, you can tell that it's light outside by like the shadows behind the sky. It looks like she's at the student center, but you can still tell that it's light outside by how it looks behind him. And a lot of these have like good different like viewpoints and angles. Like this one, I like how the main focus are these stools. They look like in the frame, and then the person is more in the background and looks smaller. And then she used a lot of good like lines in the photos, like this one. There was one that she uses light really well. This one, I like the way the light is kind of reflecting off of this beam right here, and it kind of looked like before I had opened it and like saw like in regular form, it looked like this light was just like a shadow or like beaming down on her, but I really like this photo a lot. And some other ones that I really liked were the ones outside in the park. I just like the whole, like, the landscape view of, so you have, like, the people, and I like how they're off-centered, and then in the back you get the, like, pretty landscape view of the fence and the trees, and the phone wires going through them as well. And then also there was another one. I think it's up towards the top, actually. The ones at Kroger I like just because it's very relatable. And it also leads into the next point of talking about if you could tell, like, if she captured where she was on campus, and you could definitely tell she was in the city of Lexington, and kind of like the story, I guess, that goes along with it, just like regular student life, like kind of the day in the life of a student. She's like walking, looks like she walked to Kroger, and then all of her time like spent in Kroger, and like the people around her, there's like, looks like a mom and her kid, and then she was at the student center, and then she looks like she was on a walk again in these images, and then she went to what looks like the dog park. So you could definitely tell she was in and around Lexington, and just kind of doing like probably what looks like her daily life. I already went over some of my favorite images. I think all of them were really good. There was one that was just a little dark, which I figured, oh, this one, you could maybe improve on like these two. But really that would just be like something that has to do with lighting, because you can't really tell that there's a person in this image until you zoom in, just because the contrast is kind of dark on dark. But if anything, those would be my only two things to improve on. I think the rest of them you did really well on. So yeah, good job.